We're watching Doctor Who Minisodes, a few of them. The first one I have is called PS. The second one I believe is called Rory's Story. The third one's called something as well, and similar to that, the last one's also called something. So yeah, having said that, let's just jump into it. Without any further ado, here we go. Oh, there we go. There was no audio.
You both have lives here, beautiful, messy lives. That is what makes you so
Ronaldo lives, come on, get it right.
You don't want to give them up. I understand.
Actually, it's you they can't give up. No, I don't think they should. Go with him. Go save every world you can find. Who else has that chance? Life will still be here.
Come, Brian.
Somebody's got to water the plants.
And change the bulbs. Oh, that sad face there at the end. Yes. The scene that was never shot. Brian, watering the house, looks around. The emptiness of the house. The absence of Amy and Rory. The doorbell rings on Brian. Strange. He opens the door and finds a man, Anthony, in his mid-60s, an old-fashioned suit, a New York... Mr. Brian Williams, yes, how did you know I was here? This isn't my house. This is for you. I don't understand. Dad, you should read it. I'll wait. He walks in past the bemused Brian. It's from Rory and Amy? Well, it's from Rory for sure because it says Dad. Brian on the sofa opens the letter.
Dear Dad, this is the difficult bit. If I've got this right, you're reading this letter a week after we left in the TARDIS. We're not coming back. We're alive and well, stuck in New York. I won't ever see you again, and that breaks my heart. I'm so sorry, Dad. I thought about this for years. You are the best dad any son could have had. And for all the times I drove you mad and you drove me mad, all the times I snapped at you, I'm sorry. I miss everything about you.
Everything.
Awkward hugs. But one more important bit of business.
That's
The
Rory?
man who delivered the letter, Anthony. Be nice to him, because he's your grandson.
Okay. Anthony. I thought it was the dude from Ant-Man, you know, the ant called Anthony. Brian walking out, slowly approaching Anthony.
In 1946, Anthony Brian Williams.
Brian.
They'll have the family albums, and I realise having a grandson who's older than you is so far beyond weird, but I'm sorry. I love you, Dad. I miss you.
Huh. Brian stands in front of Anthony. Anthony holds out his hand. How'd you do, sir? So affected, so stunned. Handshake, screw that. Hug! Huh. Wow. Okay. That was emotional. It was very interesting. Huh. So they can't, I mean, they did the whole, paradox thing. And so I suppose they're unable to leave because they're stuck in the past. So, like, even if they come over to England, it doesn't matter because he's not there. Maybe his father or something's there, Brian, his, like, great-grandfather or something, Rory's. Yeah, that'd be interesting how that'd work. Yeah, so they finally adopted, eh? See how easy the solution to that problem was, Amy? Also, they have one daughter. I mean, yeah, sure, we don't really see her as her daughter. To be honest, I don't see her as their daughter at all. But it is her daughter. Yeah, no. All right, next one is actually good quality, and this one is called Doctor Who Lockdown Rory Story. Okay, that's that one. All right, cool. Here we go.
Hello, baby Anthony. This is Rory Williams, dictating my book for you. My wife, your new mum, Amelia, Amy, she writes the Melody Malone books. So,
Oh,
it's 19...
I thought River or Melody, wrote those.
The war was going to turn out. I'm glad it's finally over. And I'm mostly impressed by people. Yeah, they can get through so much just by being brave and optimistic. Next week, little Anthony, you will be coming home here. Me and your new mum. Which is why I'm recording all of this for you on the only working smartphone in the world. In previous chapters, I've talked about how I met your mum.
Isn't that a show?
How I was killed by an old lady alien, but it was a dream. Then I was killed by a Silurian and stopped existing.
Yeah, come on.
I was a plastic centurion.
There it is.
For about 2,000 years. Then how the universe ended and I died again.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got married.
Yep.
Then I was shot in a dam and then I drowned, but I was rescued by a mermaid and your mum gave me CPR. Which brings me to...
It's died so many times.
This is the next chapter of what happened with me and your mum when we used to hang around with your future brother-in-law.
That is so weird.
Rory, stop faffing about in there and come and help me paint the baby's room. Now!
Going.
All right, that was pretty interesting. So they're just talk, huh? And yeah, that was the 30s, so they actually experienced World War II. Well, that was a bit before. But so, because those two wars, the first one and the second one, part 1 and part 2, the sequel, they happened like really close to each other, you know? So, interesting times. Like you said, you know, people can get through a lot. But yeah, the story, a lot of times he was killed, you know. There, then I was there, then there. Yeah. Been rough for Rory. Very rough. So, what do we have next? All right, this one's the Demon's Run 2 days later or whatever. Here we go. Oh, this is great quality.
Leave me.
It's Strax.
You must leave me here to die.
You're not dying, Strax.
I was just gonna say, didn't he die?
It's a glorious thing for a Santaran to die.
Yeah.
The battle was 2 days ago. You've made a full recovery.
No, I haven't. Nonsense.
He's like, kill me right now, stab me.
I didn't stand a chance.
I think you just fainted.
The station has been evacuated.
That's a girl.
To our proper times and places. We wondered if you would like to come with us.
We're from London.
Is there something there for me?
A welcome?
Why?
We fought together, didn't we? Side by side as comrades.
And we couldn't help noticing. You just seem to be alone.
I am accustomed to solitude.
As are we. Jenny here has been ostracized by her family because of preferences in companionship. I am the last of my kind, as you
Oh.
one of yours.
I was like, the doctor? Then I was like, oh no, I see.
Come along, Jenny. Time to go home.
Although this planet of which you speak, London,
London is my planet.
Some spectacular dresses.
And an awful lot of fun.
suppose I can make a preliminary reconnaissance of this London place. Given this opportunity, I look forward to obliterating you both in the name of the Santaran Empire. Women ones, aren't you?
It has been noted.
Don't you need a man one? Am I the man one? Dresses then.
Man one. All right, that was funny. That was interesting. So he didn't die. Okay, lovely. Although not so lovely considering what they believe. All right, next up we have something. Let's see, which one do we have? One of these. I don't know. Here we go. This one. You'll see it in a second. There we go. Vastra Investigates. A Christmas prequel.
Prepare for obliteration.
It's Trax again? Yes, it is. Okay.
Sorry, he's new.
Funny looking fellow, but Turkish, is he?
Lovely. That's kind of racist, actually, but you know.
Poison undetectable to science, an ancient Egyptian curse. Once more, Scotland Yard is in your debt, Madame Vestra. Does it ever hurt?
It's not a condition, Inspector. It's just skin.
Are you sure?
I am, as I have failed to mention, an intelligent reptile from an ancient civilization. I was not initially keen on the Society of Apes, but I made the most elementary of errors. I fell in love.
What with
Yeah, the Turkish fella. You bald prick.
Come along, my dear.
Yes, my darling. Still no word from the doctor then?
Heartbreak is a burden to us all. Pity the man with two.
It's starting to snow. Well, it is nearly Christmas.
But the clouds,
What about them?
there aren't any.
All right. Snow during Christmas. That is really weird, though. Them two being together, do you know what I mean? I mean, not in the way that the dude took it, but like it's not. It's a different species. Like it's. Do you know what I mean? Isn't that illegal? Anyways, it's like being with a lizard. Like the fuck? Might be fun. Who knows? They got really long tongues, you know? What their tongue do anyways? The Great Detective, here we go.
In London in the time of Queen Victoria, there were many tales of a remarkable personage known as the Great Detective. I refer, of course, to Madame Vastra, the lizard woman of Paternoster Row, and her extraordinary adventures. Her beautiful assistant, Jenny Flint, and mysterious henchman, Strax, whose countenance was too abominable to be photographed.
Who is also Turkish, by the way. Astaghfirullah.
In the direst emergencies.
Daco?
There was a meteor shower in the southwest. There is a very pleasant tea room in the area.
He was claiming he's going to split the world open with a giant drill. Doesn't actually have a giant drill. And he's not really a professor. And he was a bit drunk at the time and singing a bit, but you know, it's never too early to investigate a drill.
I've declared war on the moon.
To be quiet.
Lovely.
Too long the moon has hung, unmonitored and unsuspected in enormous tactical advantage.
There's no one living there.
Then it is clearly time to act. They won't suspect a thing.
What?
Moonites.
What? She said no one's there, so how?
What is the point? I have told you. I keep telling you I don't do this anymore. I've retired.
Huh.
There's a man on Parade Street with an invisible wife. Maybe
Don't we all?
wife.
Hey, there it is.
You're wasting your time.
Merry Christmas.
Invisible wife or a pillow? Oh no.
I rather think he does.
Damn moon.
You look like a moon, bro. All right. That was all of it. That was a lot of fun. Got to see these three new characters. So are these three going to be his companions then the next few episodes? Episode 6, which I'm going to watch next. I'm looking forward to that one, which is a Christmas special. It's kind of like in the middle, or maybe this was the end. I don't know, man. But yeah, we got to learn a little bit about Rory and Amy, like I said. Interesting times, you know, they are in, like, it's a time that I think will be remembered forever, pretty much, you know what I mean? So it's quite a historic time. I suppose, you know, I was thinking, how did Rory not get, like, drafted or anything, do you know what I mean? Because he's not really there, is he? Like, he's there, but, like, he's not in the system or in the records. You know what I mean? So I guess that's how. But yeah, interesting times. I'm very much looking forward to the next one, the next episode. And if you are as well, well, guess what? You can watch it right now because it goes up first on my Patreon. Then it comes over to YouTube. Link in the description to my Patreon, where you can also see the full-length reactions to pretty much everything that I do. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me all this time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a nice